Hey everyone, this is Al. Just wanted to share with you today what some of the top pros and cons are for working for yourself, online, full-time reseller, doing what I do. Okay, I've been doing this for almost 2 years, and there's a lot of pros and cons to what I do. If I did a full video, this would be well over an hour long. I don't want to bore you. I'm just going to go over the top three pros, the top three cons. Okay. I would say number one is no benefits. I do have to pay for my own health insurance. It runs a little over 300 bucks a month, and the insurance is not nearly as good as what I would get working for a big corporate company. Those are just the facts. If I wanted a plan as good as what I get working for a big corporate company, I'm going to end up paying a ton of money. It's going to eat into so much of my profit. So you have to pay for your own health insurance completely 100%, and also you're not going to get as good a health insurance as you would working for a major corporation. Just the facts. So, and I've used the health insurance, and trust me, it's not as good. You always got to have it, but it's much better to have with working for a big corporation, plain and simple. And this goes along with the benefits that I just named, but it's such a huge thing to me that I had to make it its own category. And that is, I am not contributing anything right now to any kind of retirement plan. No 401k, no IRA, no anything like that. Almost everything I make profit-wise goes right back into the business, okay? So, and that's just how it is starting out. I mean, even though I've been doing this for almost 2 years, I'm still pretty new. I'm still pretty green. So whenever I make any money, most of my profits, I pay all my bills, all my utility, my rent, everything that needs to get paid, all the overhead. But then whatever money is left over goes right back into the business to buy more product, so I can hopefully make more profit. So it's just, you just keep trying to pile on top of that. But in doing that, in growing, all you're doing is reinvesting your money into the business. And there's just nothing left over right now. It's not like I'm making a super killing. There's just nothing, at the end of the day, at the end of the month, there's really not anything left over for me to say, okay, let me set that aside and put that much into retirement. It's just not happening. I hope to get to this. I hope to get to that in the future, and build on the 401k I already have. But right now, it's just not happening. So that is a huge goal of mine. But that's a huge con to me. Is it's not automatic like working for a company and it automatically gets taken out. And then also, there's no company match, of course, where you get, you contribute 3% or 5%, whatever, and they match a certain percentage. Yeah, none of that's happening. So that's a big con to me, because I do want to retire one day. And third thing, which is very important, I didn't think would be a big deal. Some people told me about this whenever I started this. I didn't think it would be that big of a deal, but there's very little social interaction. What I do, I'm a one-man operation. This is my warehouse. This is all my stuff. And I have no employees. It's just me. I do everything from buying the product, doing the research for it, listing it, doing inventory, and then shipping it, and customer service. Everything is on me. So I have very little social interaction every single day. Sometimes my only social interaction is going to the post office and saying hi to the postal workers, and that's about it. Or going to Publix and getting groceries. I mean, whatever. It's very, very little. Sometimes almost none at all. So any chance I get to get out of here, to go spend time with friends and family, I seize it. I go after it. Okay. So now let's talk about the best parts. All right. Let's end this video on a good note. All right. So the pros. I am my own boss. That is foremost, number one, the most important thing. You are your own boss. You make all your own decisions. You don't have to answer to anybody. Okay. Anything that happens, anything I decide to do on a daily basis, from buying to listing, all those things I just named that I have to do on my own every single day, it's all on me. I make those decisions. And if I ever want to change anything or streamline anything or do something different to make things better, I don't have to go through HR. I don't have to go through any kind of corporate hierarchy to get that approved. Okay, I just do it, and there's not this long process. It's like, okay, I can do things differently to make this more efficient or better. You just do it, and then you just change, and that's it. So that is invaluable. That is, I love that part. Okay, I can't tell you how important to me that is after being in corporate America almost 20 years. Um, you know, anytime you see something, you're on the ground floor or you're a soldier and you see something, you know, you're on the front lines, you see something that can be done much better, and you tell your boss, or you tell your boss's boss, and they're like, oh, we'll think about it, or, you know, nothing ever gets done. It it fizzles out. Those changes never get implemented, and you're just left frustrated. So, number two, I would say I make my own schedule. That is huge. That may be even number one. I mean, being able to work whenever I want to work and take off whenever I want to take off is major. Um, I mean, it's happened many times over the past, you know, since I started this. It's happened many times where I've gotten a call from a friend or a family member. You know, it's a Monday. They'll call me, hey, I'm going to be in town tomorrow. I'm going to be in town Tuesday, or hey, let's go, you know, let's go play golf on Thursday, you know, a few days. Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, fine. I'll put in some more work myself. I'll work a little bit extra so I can take that day off. Or, you know, you're going to be here tomorrow. Sure. I'll put in extra time today. I'll schedule it. I'll be there tomorrow. I don't have to answer to anybody as far as taking time off. I don't have to put in for time off. Hopefully it gets approved. I remember working jobs in the past where, you know, you had to give at least 2 weeks notice for taking a day off. And that's absolutely ridiculous to me. That's just crazy. I can understand you know, where they're coming from, but still 2 weeks. You know, some companies are a little bit more lenient, but it's just something I never have to worry about. I can take off whenever I want, and that's just it's so gratifying. And like I said, many times I've had to take off with a day or two notice, for any reason at all, and I can do it. It's easy. It's just you work a little bit extra before and you work a little bit extra after to catch up. You're good to go. So that part is major. Like I said, that might be the number one advantage to all this. Next thing is, last but not least, less stress, and that's number three. I can't even put a price tag on that. That is huge. Is there stress in this business? Absolutely. Sure, you get stressed out sometimes, but it's nothing like working for a big major company or having a boss over you, micromanaging you, or anything like that. That can be very stressful. When they put timelines, deadlines in front of you, and you have to take work home. Sometimes you know, it's happened to me. I know it's happened to a lot of my friends. They lose sleep because they're thinking about work, or their boss, or what might happen the next day, or their job's on the line, or, you know, all these different factors going on at work. A customer's mad at them, whatever. There's just so many stressful factors working for a company, in my opinion. The stress level absolutely goes up, and stress, as we all know, can cause so many different physical maladies. I mean, the list goes on and on. So I do feel, since I've been doing this almost 2 years, I'm sleeping better. I'm definitely much less stressed. I've actually lost some weight, which is good. I have a lot more to go, but I have noticed a lot of physical improvements and mental improvements since I started doing this. Okay, so that is huge. Less stress. Can't tell you how important that is, and the benefits that you'll see mentally and physically in the long run. All right. So that's what I had to share with you today. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Hopefully you like this video. Give it a thumbs up. And I hope to keep more videos like this coming. Hopefully a lot more informative. I'm very new at this, so bear with me. But I hope to have a lot more good content coming. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.